Colombia is the land of sabrosura, a word meaning complete delight in the senses. The world feels alive there, and the people I met urged me to truly indulge in the rich experiences around me. The rate of tourism is increasing rapidly in this stunning country, filled with what the locals call realismo mágico, or magical realism. And for good reason. Colombia is the second most biodiverse country in the world, and the vast expanse of landscapes is breathtaking. The Burch Fellowship allowed me to travel to Colombia, where I met a group of students working to create authentic and sustainable travel experiences throughout the country. We dreamed of how we could share the unbelievable beauty of Colombia with travelers like me, while also preserving the rich history and biodiversity present. I was able to travel to a variety of coffee farms and realized that café might be the perfect starting place for authentic experiences. Colombia produces some of the best coffee in the world, and I quickly learned that other tourists and friends were very interested to learn more about how their daily cup arrived at their table. The coffee-growing regions, of which there are many, I learned have distinct histories, geographies, accents, foods, and people. With this purpose of connecting travelers and friends in the U.S. to people and places in Colombia through coffee, I set off. There are over 500,000 coffee farms in the country, so I had a lot of ground to cover. I had the chance to make it to about 15, where I quickly learned from the passion and persistence of coffee growers. I learned through meetings with producers, roasters, shippers, and marketers all along the value chain that the large international coffee companies are not always the friendliest to often isolated and vulnerable growers, and that who we buy our coffee from makes a huge difference in the livelihoods of those 500,000 families. As I learned more about the production of coffee and the people who made it, I couldn't help but fall in love with the realismo mágico around me. I found profound comfort in the sweet smell of the ripe beans, the soft hum of the coffee sifter throughout the evening, and the meditative process of raking the dried grains in the sun. I fell in love with the warm company of friends sitting and laughing around their afternoon tinto, the local word for coffee, and knowing the people and the landscape that had filled my cup. I fell in love with the sabrosura of every sip, the delight in every single one of the senses. I hope through a new form of immersive tourism, we can learn together about how to appreciate the sights, smells, and feelings that make us feel whole. I hope we can embark on these conversations and experiences with a cup of cafe in hand. I am extremely grateful to Mr. Burch, Gina DeFino, and the Honors Carolina staff, my mentors Dr. Greg Ganji and Dr. Arturo Escobar, and my family and friends for supporting me through this surreal and beautiful journey. I hope you each take the time to appreciate the people and the processes that make your everyday magic. Thank you.